Well, everyone, this is Bob Pockrass with Fox Sports, and every time I think Jenson Button might be retired or he adds something, first it's Garage 56, and now it's 3 Cup races with Rick Ware Racing, support from Stuart Haas, your first race at COTA. So my first question is, why?
And my answer would be, why not? Or question would be, why not? This is so exciting for me. You know, I've had the opportunity to race in some great categories around the world. Raced in Formula One for, obviously, most of my career. I've raced in Japan in Super GT. I've raced at Le Mans. I've raced trophy trucks in the desert. But NASCAR is definitely something I've been interested in for a very long time. Did I ever think I'd drive a Cup car? Realistically, no. I really wanted to, but I know how difficult it is to get into this category. There's so much talent in the Cup Series. So no, it's a real privilege for me, and I'm super excited about this opportunity.
Obviously, you're doing the Garage 56 car at Le Mans. Now, that car's somewhat different than the actual Cup car, several hundred pounds different, or lighter, and different brakes. But did that actually maybe spur you a little bit to pursue this opportunity?
It's a step from where I normally am with a car in terms of a high downforce car. It's a step in the direction, I guess, of a Cup car. I remember jumping in the car in Daytona, and for the first 5 laps, I was like, "What have I done? This is not for me." But and then I did another 5 laps, and I absolutely loved it. You know, it's not an easy car to drive, but it's so much fun to drive. So it definitely gave me the feeling of a stock car. But I think it's going to be a massive step and a big learning curve to really understand a Cup car. You know, a lot less downforce, less power, different brakes, as you said, more weight. It's definitely a niche. It's definitely its own category. But it's all about learning. It's all about the challenge, which I love. But no, I have a lot of respect for the guys that are racing a Cup, and I know how difficult it is to be competitive.
I heard you say you were nervous about it, and my question would be, why? I mean, nobody's going to take away that F1 title from you. You've already done so much in your career. Why would you be nervous about this opportunity?
I think I always am when I try new things, because you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, and you're going to be judged, whatever. But more than that, you know, I always want to do a good job. You know, I want to get the best out of myself, and I know it's a challenge, but I will give it my all, definitely. You know, I'm doing all the preparation work, and there's no like serious testing for me, but and it's very limited testing. So it's not easy, but I'm nervous because I put a lot of pressure on myself, and you know, I have 2 kids now, which is great, and it's the first time they're going to get to see me race, which is so cool, and I'm really, really excited about that.
I mean, you get 50 minutes of practice at COTA, so that you've raced there, what, 5 times in a F1 car. You've tested there in the in the Garage 56 car, so 50 minutes, no problem. You'll be ready, right?
Well, it's actually a lot more than I thought I was getting. I thought I was getting 15 minutes. So, I mean, this is like amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's the seat position, it's everything. It's getting used to a sequential gearbox again and blipping the throttle. And I haven't done any of that for years. It's like 1999 was the last time. So there's a lot to learn, but you're right. I know the circuit, which definitely helps. Now I can just concentrate on the car. But it's not just the driving as fast as you can. There's learning everything that happens behind the pit wall. And then there's the racing, which is a very different type of racing than I'm used to. So I'm trying to do as much homework as I can and watching videos and what have you of trying to understand the way that they race. And I kind of like it. It looks fun. I'm sure there's going to be moments where it's frustrating, but I'm just really excited about getting out there and racing, because that's what it's all about. It's the competition.
I mean, so who's given you the advice of how hard you can bump somebody and it considered to be just racing? I mean, how much of rubbing is racing have you been told is acceptable?
Well, I've spent a bit of time with Jimmy, obviously, on the Garage 56 project, and I was like, should I do it if I get the opportunity? He went, 100% yes. He said, it's going to be so much fun. You're going to really, really enjoy yourself, and you'll get used to it. He said, there are limitations of how hard you should tap someone, but I'm like, I don't want to hit anyone. So, yeah, I'm just going to try and relax into it. And hopefully everyone just forgets that I'm there and I can just do my own thing.
I mean, we hit Kimmy, hit Jordan Taylor, all your buddies from F1 and sports cars.
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
It's going to be a learning experience, but you know, I've watched these guys race for years, and you know, for me, it's like when I went to Le Mans. I went to Le Mans and I raced against the experts in their own field, and it's a real buzz and it's a real pleasure to race with them. And it's the same in the Cup Series. You know, I've watched these guys racing for so many years now. And Kevin Harvick, you know, I've been a big fan of him for years, and you know, be racing against him in his last season, that's pretty epic.
Yeah, so you said it's Harvick's last season. That seat is open full time. So could there be a chance you'd be in the 4 Cup car full time in 2024?
You know, I'm under no illusion. You know, racing on an oval is very different than on a road course. But I don't know. I've never driven on an oval, so I wouldn't know. But it looks very difficult, and it's just a skill set I didn't learn at the age of 6, where most of them have. So I would really like to try an oval, testing first. But who knows what the future holds.
Well, Jenson, you have COTA, you have the Chicago Street Course, and then Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course on the schedule. Is there any chance that there's more races this year, or are those kind of the 3 that you've set for this season?
They're the 3 I've set to do, just fitting in with schedules and stuff. And I just feel lucky to be able to do 3. So big thank you to Mobil 1 for that opportunity to do those 3. And I think they're great, 3 great races for me. I know COTA as a track. I've driven part of Indy when I raced in F1, and Chicago's new to all of us, and most people haven't driven on a street circuit. So it's going to be a tough one for all of us. But they're 3 races where I can get a real feel for NASCAR as a whole, a stock car, the racing, and whether I actually want to do some more in the future, and if there's an opportunity in the future.
Well, thank you for taking some time out for us, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks in COTA.
Thank you.
Hey, race fans, thanks for watching our video. For all NASCAR on Fox News, content, and the best clips from Fox Sports, be sure to follow and subscribe to our channel.